Texas is known for its barbecue. And let's be honest, it's not hard to find. So the challenge is to find a place that makes it different and memorable. Smoke in San Antonio hits the mark.
Our first time. We're so excited to be here.
Can I get a paddle, please?
Executive Chef Brian West fans the flames at this hot spot. He's not only a CIA graduate, he's a former CIA instructor who even wrote the book the famed institute uses to teach barbecue skills to students.
When you come to Smoke, I think one of the things that's surprising is awesome barbecue, but you get to sit down, you have a server come to the table, full service bar.
Absolutely, yeah, I really wanted barbecue to have its due. You know, I have nothing against the barbecue places that do it outside and you grab a beer from that idolized chest and things like that. But I thought, why not be able to sit down and have a cocktail, get a real dining experience, have a chef-driven menu, and of course still have that perfect executed smoked meats on the menu as well.
And well executed is right. The meat is oh so moist and tastes oh so good. And there's no skimping on the portions here. Brisket, pork belly, and bone marrow are just a few of the things Smoke does to perfection, including their house-made sauces.
You haven't even gotten your food. You told me you love it already.
It's delicious. We were taste testing these sauces and they're so good.
Smoke isn't stingy with the sides either. Tangy, savory Mexican corn on the cob comes to you hot off the flames, drenched in cheese, spices, and mayo.
All of our sides, again, we've got a loaded cauliflower, which is really popular.
And it's beautiful to look at. I love it when all the colored cauliflower's in season.
Absolutely, no, and it's delicious. We've got a fried Brussels sprout dish that we do. Of course, we do a mac and cheese, so we do our own little version of that. We've got tons of items that we sell.
Really good.
Smoke is known for its menu items called a feast. A bit of everything you like, all served on one huge platter.
Better than a regular deviled egg.
And then there's a dish that's a head above the rest. A little something folks go hog wild over.
Where's John Paul? Hey!
That's an 8-pound, fully smoked hog's head.
And I wanted to bring the whole hog experience to Texas as much as I could. And I found that the head would be a perfect representation. So I give you an 8-pound head. Yeah.
Well, it's an adventurous eater that wants a pig's head delivered to the table.
Absolutely.
But it is good. One bite and you'll be soaked.
So these are the lower cheeks that I like to talk about, where the chicharron comes from. So this is like where you would get your classic pork pull, like you normally get that in the shoulder.
At this age, there aren't many firsts in life, so.
There you go. Cheers.
It's really good.
While the Hog's Head Feast is certainly something to try, this is Texas, and
so
here,
this whole
brisket
section
is
here.
king. Lucky for us, this talented chef doesn't mind sharing his secrets.
Yeah, the
Chefs,
barbecue
right?
101 class. Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna wrap it up, like I said, like a little baby.
First things first, dry the meat.
Water is the biggest enemy to all that. It's actually creating a barrier that won't allow things to penetrate, like smoke.
The drier the brisket, the better the crust. Next, a two-step seasoning process, which involves a lot of salt and a flavorful rub.
Now you're going to do what we call the Sanjay method in culinary arts, which is to sprinkle it like this.
And why
right
is
over the
that?
top. Again, it's going to land in the right places, and we don't want to massage or disrupt the fat on the surface. We're also going to minimize creation of moisture again. So
I thought maybe we just wanted to look like a chef.
that too. Actually, that's probably number one. Okay. The clock's ticking. If we don't get this on the smoker within 30 minutes of now, we really are going to start developing a lot of moisture. So it's time to get it on the smoker.
Once you get it in the smoker,
Notice how I put the very thick part closest to the heat element.
keep the temperature at about 220 to 225.
I think that's a sweet spot. 300s, you can get up into 300s if you like, but anything past that, I think you're doing a disservice to the meats.
And walk away. Leave it alone for about 6 hours.
Second worst thing you can do besides letting moisture get on is to keep opening up the door left and right.
So grab a cold one and let the smoke do its thing. It'll be worth the wait.
Look at that. That's a moist brisket.
And Brian suggests start with the burnt ends.
Some have argued that right when you get into this section of the brisket, this is the best meat experience you'll ever have. Right there, it's just the sweet spot in the brisket.
Can we try it?
Absolutely we can.
Why not? We're here.
No. I'm saving that.
So is that mine?
Yes, it is.
Because I was about to take it either way. Oh, man.
Is it good?
Mm-hmm. It is melt in your mouth.
Yeah.
Literally, it is melting.
Yeah. Some like lean. You just had fatty. I prefer fatty.
And there is no going back.
Yeah, there's no going back.
You'll likely be back for seconds and thirds and
when a chef comes to the table and brings the ambience and the love and passion for his food, you definitely want to come back again.
Again and again and again. Time for my wine finds of the week, and we are keeping them fun and light for summer. And up first, one from a really fun guy. This is the Joel Gott Chardonnay. Joel is an awesome winemaker, but he also just happens to have probably the most popular and best hamburger spot in all of Napa. Love that place. His Chardonnay is wonderful. It's great all by itself, but it's really good with burgers. Bursting flavors of apples and pear, just like you would expect in a wonderful Chardonnay. Doesn't have too much oak on it. It's really well balanced. I love Joel Gott's Chardonnay. I like a lot of his wines. Okay, up next, one of the best, I think, varietals for summertime, anytime, is a Sauvignon Blanc. And I have fallen in love with the Angeline Sauvignon Blanc. Angeline fans, you know them for their Pinot Noir. Well, wait till you try their Sauvignon Blanc. It is bright, crisp, refreshing, flavors of lime and lemon, great with seafood, and this little wine is perfect all by itself. Love this little wine, and you can't beat the price, only $11.98. Angeline Sauv Blanc. Okay, want to give a shout out to my Texas friends. We love to do that. This wine is from Bending Branch, which is just outside of Comfort in the beautiful hills, and it's a white blend. It's called Thinker's Blanc. The aromas on this are beautiful, perfumes, florals. It's made with orange muscat, muscat diamond, and Viognier, which gives the wine some roundness. But this is a very fruit-forward wine. It's a good hot weather wine. Again, my friends at Bending Branch. You can definitely find this wine at the winery, but probably at your H-E-B. And that's where I found all of these wines, at H-E-B. Next, it's a hill country hangout. Family spot with cool craft beers and sweet country cooking.
Get the honey big time. Oh, that is so good in the crunchy pecans.
Keep your seat at the table. Good Taste will be right back. Good Taste with Tanji is brought to you in part by H-E-B.